Chapter 6, A Job Gone Wrong, Part 1 of 3. By the time Jace pulled me into that convenience store robbery, I already knew something inside me had changed. I didn't want to be there. The problem was, wanting out and knowing how to get out weren't the same thing. The Cobras had a way of making every decision feel
This is yours now, wear it right.
Once you earned your stripes, there was always another favor, another job, another test of loyalty. There was always another reason why walking away had to wait until tomorrow. But tomorrow never came. That night, the cold settled over Pinevale like a heavy blanket. The kind of cold that slipped beneath your hoodie and wrapped itself around your bones. Every breath drifted into the air as a cloud before disappearing into the darkness. Streetlights flickered above us, throwing pale orange light across cracked sidewalks and abandoned storefronts. Cherry Street was almost empty. A couple of cars rolled past without slowing down. Somewhere in the distance, a train horn echoed through the city. Jace walked several steps ahead of me, hands shoved into his jacket pockets, a black duffel bag hanging from one shoulder. His stride was relaxed, too relaxed, like he was heading to a friend's house instead of committing another crime. I already knew better than to ask what was inside the bag. Questions irritated Jace. Curiosity in his mind was weakness. If you wanted respect,
Keep your mouth
you
shut.
kept your mouth shut. So I walked, one foot after another, trying to ignore the knot twisting tighter inside my stomach. Jace glanced over his shoulder. His face was calm, almost friendly. He gave me one of those little half smiles that always made me nervous. Quick in and out, he shrugged. That's it. No one's got to get hurt. I stared at him for a second. Maybe months earlier, I would have believed him. Now, not anymore. I'd watched him change. Or maybe I'd finally stopped lying to myself about who he'd always been. I nodded anyway. What else was I supposed to do? The convenience store came into view at the end of the block. It looked tired. The faded sign buzzed weakly above the entrance. An old red open light blinked every few seconds like it couldn't decide whether to stay alive. Dust covered the front windows. Old advertisements peeled from the glass. The parking lot was nearly empty except for an aging pickup truck parked near the pumps. It was the kind of neighborhood store people visited because it was close, not because they wanted to. Jace pushed open the door. The tiny bell above it jingled. Warm air hit my face. The smell of burnt coffee, old mop water, cigarettes, and greasy food filled the room. A television mounted in one corner quietly played the local news. Behind the counter sat a cashier flipping through a hunting magazine. He looked exhausted, like he'd worked too many late shifts, like nothing exciting had happened in that store for years, until tonight. Jace walked toward the counter with the confidence of someone who owned the place. I stayed near the entrance, just like he'd told me. Every instinct in my body screamed that I should leave, run, disappear. Instead, I froze. Jace set the duffel bag on the counter. Without saying a word, he unzipped it, then reached inside. The cashier looked up, confused. Before the man could say a single word, bang! Jace slammed a heavy crowbar onto the countertop. The metal echoed through the entire store. The cashier jumped so hard he nearly fell backward. Jace leaned forward. His smile disappeared. Cash! He shoved an empty bag across the counter. In the bag. Now! The cashier's hands immediately began shaking. Okay, please. I'm doing it. The cash register beeped. Buttons clicked beneath trembling fingers. The sound seemed impossibly loud inside the quiet store. I stood by the door pretending to watch outside, but my eyes kept drifting back toward the counter. I could hear everything. The register opening, Loose bills rustling, coins clinking, Jace breathing, my own heartbeat pounding against my ribs. Each second felt longer than the last. Then, the bell above the entrance jingled again. My eyes snapped toward the sound. I'd been watching Jace and the cashier, long enough to forget about the front door. An older man had already stepped inside. He took 2 steps, then stopped. His eyes moved from the frightened cashier to Jace, to the crowbar sitting on the counter. The color drained from his face. He immediately realized what was happening, and in that moment, I realized I'd already made my first mistake. Everything truly started going wrong.